Hey folks, Heather McClaren here with Long Realty in Tucson, Arizona for this week's 5 at 5. This week we're going to be visiting more with Bruce Baier of Baier Appraisal Services to discuss some issues that come up during appraisals for folks all the time. Unpermitted spaces. If you're buying an old house, you would not be surprised how much this comes up. So why don't you check in and see what Bruce has to say about how do we handle this issue when it crops up.
If a space is unpermitted and the property is being sold, from the buyer standpoint, it would be best to get it resolved ahead of time. And one of the things I would say is they probably need to talk to the building department, either at the city or the county, wherever that particular property resides and is located. Some of the things that I've seen in the market happen is where people will typically enclose, for example, a carport, or they may take a garage and finish it off as a living area. They may, for example, right here we're in front of a patio, and this is clearly an area that I can't imagine them doing it. But let's say they enclosed this patio and didn't get a permit with it. There are a number of different things that we have. Does that become living area or not? One of the questions begs also is the HVAC, or the heating, ventilation, air conditioning. If a room has that as part of the house, where the heating and air conditioning has been fully incorporated with that addition, that would go a long ways more towards calling that part of the gross living area. However, what I have seen happen from time to time on some of these enclosures, especially where you find one that was poorly done, the homeowner did it. You may have the building department have to come out, look at, not just physically look at it, but they may make the people tear out parts of the walls. They're looking at not only the walls, they're looking at insulation. You're looking at the question of the wiring inside the walls. They're looking at any venting or ducting. They're also looking at the foundation. We take a carport that is fairly light in terms of its use of just pulling the car on it, and you have the outside poles or holding at the roof. Now you put a whole wall there. You're putting additional load on that concrete, probable concrete flooring, and is there foundation up there to take care of it? And as appraisers, we may not give that any value as a living area. We may give a partial value. It maybe depend on how well it has been done.
Thanks, Bruce. Okay, I'm going to put links to the county and city numbers and websites you're going to want to check out if you're a buyer or a seller and you have some unpermitted spaces in question.